Okay, so anyways, I think I remember it for the most part. The quote went something along the lines of, if you unplug almost anything, it will work again. And then my question to you is, how do you unplug? How do you unwind? What is your one thing when you are feeling overwhelmed, overworked, overtired? What is it that you do for yourself that puts you in a more relaxed state of mind? Listen to music. I think that's a big one for a lot of people. Just finding somewhere and cranking it up. James says reading. Star says sleep. Boop. Oh, music and driving. Okay, okay. For me, when I'm overwhelmed and overworked, I just like to do stuff like this. To be honest with you, I get lost in the view. He says quiet time. Yeah. If I'm overwhelmed and I need to get some of my, let's call them, frustrations out, I will find myself like on steep hills hiking. I've been known to go chop some firewood sometimes to get the aggression out. It's great for when you're ready to go camping, right? Playing with the grandkid, right, James? Oh, I miss my grandson so much right now. Again, guys, I'm about to have RTG get in the box. What we're doing right now is the quote of the hour is, if you unplug, or almost anything you unplug, will start again. How do you unwind? Like, how do you unplug from your stress and from being overwhelmed? What's your one thing that'll get you out of that headspace and calm you down? Um, But before I have him in the box, you guys, again, remember, none of us are professionals. We're simply sharing something that we've been through in life with you. And I personally want to say thank you for all the gifts, for all the favorites, and for all of you being here. As time is the most important thing you can give anybody, right? Um, and then what am I missing? What am I missing? If I'm not interacting with you, I apologize. Make sure you hit me with the favorite, hit the star. Make sure you're favoriting our guests as well, please. And then come back and we can talk anytime other than this one featured hour part. And where are we at on time? All right, are you ready, RTG? Glass of wine, chill with dogs. Okay. I know that X grabs his guitar. We know X grabs the guitar. If Smiley were here, she'd say go grab herself some coffee. Say like, I have some people that make it almost every week, and I can. When I read the questions, I can answer before they're even before they're even here, before I even read it out loud. Right. All right, RTG. I'm gonna have you get in, and we are gonna get to talking about your topic. Hello, hello. How are you? Ooh,
I'm good. Happy Friday to everyone.
happy Friday. Yes, yes, yes. So I guess first I would like to say thank you very much for being willing to be on my show. I know it's not easy, but I love my show. It's hard sometimes to talk about topics, but I do appreciate you being willing to do so. And I guess I'm going to let you go ahead and just jump into, if you want to start with the story or give them an overview.
I kind of saw a review was introductions, RTG bet, um, 32. I'm not really a streamer. This lesson is just a whole life lesson around um, about who you keep close to you, um, responsibilities, taking action, just knowing what you have to do in life, and don't get like too caught up in other people's problems and other people's things. So 5 years ago, currently I am to this day a paraplegic. I wasn't always a paraplegic. I used to actually walk, play sports through the whole mind. Walking was my favorite thing, literally. Like I can walk anywhere. But I was due to a gunshot incident and I was asleep. Now, I feel like everybody in here knows, things happen for a reason. And the people you keep close to you, like I said, watch them, know who you hang out with and what their alternative motives are. Um, so how I start in my 20s, I was starting to do bad. I was going down the wrong road, hanging around with the wrong people. Um, Started to be on substance, as you said. My great grandma had passed, so it kind of really just put me into a headspace where I just didn't feel like I wanted to necessarily like understand it nor relate to it. So I started doing substance. I started hanging out with one person and literally just knocked off all my good friends. Everybody I knew that was true, knocked them off, and I was just hanging out with this one person. Now I consider this person like family, like a brother. They know my family. I know their family. Like literally, just runs deep type stuff. 13 plus years. Never would think anything happened. And going back to what I'm saying about things happen for a reason, I'm spiritual. Also, like my family's Christian, so I feel like God always has a way, and He finds a way to really like let you know things. So like I said, in my 20s, I was doing bad, hanging with the wrong crowd, doing the wrong thing. I was starting to get into things that could have got me shot or put me in jail or prison. Um, and I had ended up getting ran over. And like I said, I was doing substance heavy and everything, and it it shocked me. I've never broken a bone. I've never got into an accident to where I had to get a cast or anything. Perfect health, never sick, never could find me down. Literally, I was always up, first one there, last one to leave type guy. So when I got ran over, you think you would snap a bone or something, and I didn't, but it left like a huge scar on my arm, like a giant hole. They couldn't sew me up, and it just was there. It got disgusting, manifest, road rash, everything. Like literally took me about a good 5-8 months to heal up. You would think that stop you, wake you up, like, hey, okay, you doing too much, you need to calm down. No, just kept pushing me in, kept pushing me in. Again, still hanging around this same person, and every time I'm hanging around this person, things are happening, and I'm seeing it, and I'm understanding and looking and like just still not understanding. Like, bro, you need to get away from this person. But like I said, God has reason and gives you a second chance. Okay. A year after, um, I got ran over when I was 23. Year after, 24, I finally get a car. Bought myself a car. Cool. I'm happy. Had it for about a good 4 months. Didn't even have it like a good 6. 4 months I've had my car. And drive it up. I don't know if anybody from California know where Humboldt, California is or anything, but it's like up north of California, northern like forest areas. Um, and it's wintertime. Going up there, it snows. You get black ice. Everybody know what black ice do when you run over it too fast. It makes your car uncontrollable and everything. I knew how to drive because I had lived up there for a few months. Few months. My son, actually, I have a son. He almost lost a father. Um, I have a son that was conceived, not conceived, but like birthed up there in Redding and everything. And during the time he was up there, like when it's or no, he was actually back home. But I was going up there to visit people that I knew. It's wintertime. I took two of my other friends. We drive up there. I'm getting sleepy. Again, like I said, the substance, I was really down into it deep. Um, and, like I was basically just coming down. I was asleep. I was getting sleepy. I couldn't drive. So I told one of my friends who actually had a license, hey, can you drive? Just drive down the hill. I can at least get enough sleep, drive us back home. He say, all right. He drives, and I instantly fall asleep, and I wake up. When I wake up, I'm in an emergency room with the EKG patches, the patches they put over you, make sure you got your vitals. I got like five of them literally across my chest. My shirt's cut open, and I'm sitting in the patient room, like where they have the patients wait, in the waiting room, and I'm looking like, wow, what happened? Like, why am I like this? I look to my right, I see my one friend, and he talking to me. He like, bro, you cool, and I'm not processing because the last thing I remember, we're driving down the hill. What are we doing in the emergency room? Why is my shirt open? Um, and he's telling me like, bro, like we got into an accident, a very bad one. He was like, me and the other dude, um, we both got ejected. They both got ejected out the car. So what happened was they hit a patch of black ice. Bro didn't know how to counter the black ice or know what to do, so he gassed it. He hit the railing. He went over the side of the cliff. We dropped down a good 15 feet, 15 to 25 feet, and wedged into a rock. They both got ejected out the car. I'm still in the car, sleep in the back seat. I don't even know none of this is going on. And they find me. My head is I'm laying sideways. My head is laid like this. My body is flipped over. Like basically, I'm doing a scorpion, and I'm still asleep. Like I'm knocked. I'm KO'd. And it like I said, I have a hard head, so that happened. I mean, my car's completely gone, completely total. And you would, like I said again, you would think that will wake you up, or like you need to do what you need to do. Stop being around, hanging around people you hanging around. Um, get up on your stuff. Mind you, again, I have a son, and like I said, this is my turnaround. Me personally, never had a father, so I can't be that for my son. My son knew who I am, but I'm still more of into the street life, and I thought that was cool. Okay, looking back, I really hated myself for that. Everything, like the things I did, I just did not like. I would never go back. I mean, I would not change it because it really bettered me, but I would never go back to that. But car accident happened. I lost the car. Um, my friend, he ended up going to jail. He got out and everything. Um, couple of years ago, again, this is 24 when this happened. So 25, 26. I meet a girl. Think it's cool. She got a daughter. I got a son. I'm still doing substance. Um, but I'm being helpful, and stuff. And we end up getting into an argument. Well, yeah, we end up getting into an argument. And I end up just telling her some things that I shouldn't. I said it at the heat of the moment, and we're driving. Um, I'm going about like 90 miles per hour, and she yanks on the wheel. Mind you, she has a 1-year-old baby in the back. She yanks on the wheel, and we hit the wall going 90. We was in the far left lane, and cut off every single car to smack a wall going 90.
Why?
We
Why?
hit that wall. I have no idea. We hit that wall, flip off. I mean, literally, the car just yanks. She passed out. I'm still, stable. Looking at all this happen, and I don't know if anybody's ever been into a car accident, but honestly, in my honest like thing of being in one, everything slowed down. I
Yeah.
swear, I saw every speck of every second of that car crash. Every lane that we switched over. I mean, no, because you have the no knowledge like, hey, we're gonna crash. This you may get crashed. So you can anticipate that. When you have an unexpected just driving and somebody just yanks, like it goes all out the window. It goes all out the window.
It's crazy
So
in an emergency, our brain's able to pick so much more up, where when we're just kind of casual, we don't even much pay attention. You know what I mean? Like,
We didn't. I didn't. But at that moment, I paid attention to everything. We, like I said, we went across all 4 lanes. We ended up back in the middle. The car is on his back, um, and her baby starts to cry. Like, what got me out the whole thing was her baby cried, and I bust out the door. I grabbed the baby. Mind you, I have no license, none. Cops get up there. I'm mad. I make sure the baby cool. I give them to some people that ran up. Luckily, it was a nurse that was actually driving. It's always a nurse on scene when things happen, and I love that. Um, but she made sure everybody was cool. The baby had no bruises, no cuts, no nothing. Um, the girl, she had no cuts, no bruises, no nothing. She just passed out. Me, no cuts, no bruise. The car, you would think they were. You think I was at a derby. That's how bad that car was. You would think I really had went to a derby, and again survived. I've had these life altering occasions where I could die right here at this right moment and not hear nothing else. But I'm always here by a hair, and I still would not give up substance. Now that's 3 times. That's 3 altercations y'all have heard. The fourth one, this was basically the either you gonna die or you gonna live, but you're not gonna move. Um, everything happened with that. Just turned 27, 3 months into 27. I remember it like it was yesterday. March 27th. 5 years will be 6 years, and I just lost a cousin on that day. Recently. Um, so I celebrate life and I also celebrate death on the same day. It's cold, but I'm chilling with a friend again. Same person I was chilling with. We kicking it, we chilling, and we go to Richmond. We go visit his dad. Everything cool. I don't feel like it's gonna be no problems. Like it's no fight. My sister called me on that day and was like, "Hey, we having a party." I'm always blowing off my family because I don't. Even with being on substance, I still was respectful. I would never let my family see how I looked on this. I was skinny, bird chest, the chunky you see right now. I looked thin, like I didn't eat, but I ate and everything. And it just was sad to look at me. I didn't want my family seeing that side of me. I would never be around them for anything. But my sister, she called me and she basically was like, we got a party. We want you here, come by. I already had a plan. I'm like, I'm going somewhere. I'll be back later. She's at this point begging me, like, no, I want you to come by. Like, I need you to come by. Like, we haven't seen you come by. Your family's here. And I'm grown, putting it off. I'll be back later. It's all good. Save me a plate. And that was the last time that, anybody saw me walking. I got to Richmond. Like I said, everything was cool. So I got into the bipping stage at this point, and everybody know what bipping is. Um, I took some things that wasn't supposed to be took. I ended up coming up on 2 guns. Um, and basically, I was gonna sell them off. I wasn't gonna use them. Guns is not really my lifestyle. I would never really try to rob a person up close with any instrument that could take a life. That I was always raised like that. That's never something I can see. Because when you take a life, it eat at you. Like that life is with you. But I was gonna sell them. Like I said, I was on substance, so I was coming down hard, and I ended up passing out. And I wake up around 9 to a gunshot sound and the feeling of hot metal in my body. And I don't know if anybody's ever like touched metal that was hot or like had it fall on your arm. And it's some unexpected place that's just you wouldn't think that you'd be touched by hot metal. Um, to have that in your body and pushing past your lung, your liver, hitting like your nerves in the back of your spine. And also while it's going through you, but also cooling down. So it's cutting things, like going through things. I had the vibration blow past my lung. I had a tube in my lung. I had a tube in my liver. It blew past my liver. And it cut off about 80% of my nerves and my spine. And I still have the bullet in me. And what's crazy is because there were two guns. The first gun was with a 380 bullet, about a good little chunk size, fat. And the second one was with a hollow tip. I don't know if anybody know a lot about guns, but hollow tips, they basically just eat. They go through you and they take things out also. So I'm glad I got hit with the 380. Like I said, I'm glad I would be happy if I didn't get hit at all. But this was my thing to really sit down and turn my life around. Like I said, my son was 5 years old when this all happened. He's 11 now. And I couldn't have been the father I wanted to be today if this didn't happen. I would have still been out here on the streets. I could have been in jail or in prison or worse, dead, strung out. Everybody out here is on fentanyl. I see a lot of my old people. This is where it comes with keeping people around you. The people I saw when I was out there doing what I was doing are still out there doing what they're doing. I'm not, but I see it eating at them as we get older. When I got shot, none of them came by. Nobody called, checked up on me, nothing. When I got shot, the person who, like I said, was a brother to me, family never came around. Then mind you, they lived down the street, literally right down the street from us. My mom had to get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning to tell her that her son, who was 27, is laying in a bed with tubes in his mouth and might die.
Yeah.
You have to drive all the way an hour and some change to the 4 or 5 cities you have to pass up to come see your son laying in the hospital. I'm pretty sure he called his family and told them that what happened. They could have came. Even then, I would feel like you would come by and say sorry. Now, you would think it could be an accident. And that's what I thought. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. We brothers, if I shoot you and it was really accident, no matter how scared I am that I did this and we friends and we buddies, brothers and everything, I will come to the hospital. I'll come see you. I'll make sure you're okay. Do you need anything, my guy? Like, can I help you? This is my fault. I put you in this predicament. I dang near feel like I have to be one to wipe your butt at this point. Like, bro, like whatever I could do to make you feel more comfortable, let me do it.
Real quick, guys, welcome to Lessons Learned. My name is Silly Lily. This is RTGA Beth, and we are talking about pretty much how we're sent signs sometimes to make changes and we ignore them until finally we're faced with something that doesn't give us a choice.
Facts. But it wasn't that. I had called his sister, and I'm talking to her. I see like a brief of him. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? I can see he did not want to talk to me. I finally get out the hospital. I'll go over to his sister's house. He there. I talk to him. I asked him straight up to your face, man to man, looking at you. Even though like I said, I'm in a wheelchair. I'm struggling. I didn't get a push to his sister. I had to roll there, no strength at all. Literally fresh out of a hospital after 8 months. Had to look you in your face and ask you what happened. And to look on your face and see there's no remorse, no thought, damn, I fucked up. Just it sucks. So keep who you keep your company around, your friends. So you gotta really watch those
There's certain
new people. You
substances,
gotta,
yeah, certain
yeah,
substances are super powerful, and it's not, they change who you are as a person, you know, and you do things that you normally wouldn't
you wouldn't
do.
normally do.
Yeah. So
So
my first thing I want to say to you is congratulations that you did it, because I know that it's hard.
thank you.
And just remember, every day, wake up one foot in front of the other. That's what I do. That's what I
One
do.
wheel in front of the other.
Oh, sorry.
It's a wheelchair thing. You gotta give me wheel jokes.
I got
You
you.
gotta
I
give me
got
wheel
you. I'm
jokes.
sorry. I got you. I got you. Um, so, I guess if there is one thing you could say to younger you, what would it be?
Explore options. Don't focus on one. And that's just with anything. When I feel like more if I when I focus on thank you. When I focus on more of a certain point, I tend to lose tracks of everything else around me, whether that be friends, projects, or anything like that. I need to more open, broaden your horizon, expand your mind, expand your capabilities. Don't be too focused because the my whole 20s, like I said, was just substance. And it's sad because backstory, like my mom actually, was on that and stuff. And I grew up foster care and stuff, group homes. I've told myself when I was young, I would never be like that. That would never be me. And it's hard to say never. That's why with my son, I try to teach him, bro, don't never say never. Any kid, my cousins, they always be like, I can't, don't ever say you can't. Never give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Always at least try. And I feel like that's why I would tell my son, your younger self, try. Do not, do not settle. Do not um, get content.
Right.
Like
I
go for y'all.
I um I have an obsession with Mel Robbins. She's like a motivational speaker, and one of the things that she says is that confidence is the willingness to try.
It is.
Because you got to get out of the
It
box
is.
and you got to be brave. So I'm
Step
here
off the porch.
in my 40s, finally going, where have you been my whole life, Mel? For one, and for two, dang it, my life would have been so much easier. You know, like, oh,
Yeah. I mean, but like you said, you have to try something in order to get it. Again,
as
you will
far as
never have learned or experienced it if you somebody tell you. I mean, somebody can tell you you can do it, but you have to like if you mess up, that fail brings you up more and like, okay, this is where I can do it. This is where I messed up at. This is where I can change, like it structures you.
all right. Well,
Well,
RTG. So you said you're not. Is there anything else that you want to add to this? Unfortunately, I mean, I feel like we could talk forever. You're very
I
easy to
mean, we
talk to.
can. I'm about
I
to say you
think
if you have any questions, go ahead. If you guys have any
I
questions, I'll
think
give you like
we should stream a little bit more, and I think you do very well. But um, but is there
if
anything?
somebody's asking questions, I can do it. If I have to just sit here and look like I can't, I can't. I just be looking at everybody like, "What's up?" And that's all I'll say.
All right, well, I might see if we can't get you on in a couple months, and if you've got another lesson, because that was a very fast time frame here, and I feel like there's more we could share to motivate other people, but we've got to get Star in the box here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I
So
didn't want to really take up time. I had to really just rush through everything because
you're okay.
you
No,
said hour and it's two of us, so I at least got to share half the time. Let her go.
well, look, we'll get you back on. You know what I mean? Like I said, I really enjoyed talking to you. And again, thank you so much for sharing your story. And if you guys missed it, it's the quick run through is that sometimes we choose the wrong path in life. And sometimes our higher power or your God or whoever it is that you look up to is going to send you some signs until you finally realize that you're here to do more. So just remember, guys, I guess, you know, from me to you is if you're struggling with something and you're trying to get on your foot one wheel in front of the other or one foot in front of the other, that you're reaching out to somebody. I can help you find someone in your area who you can reach out to. You can reach out to me on Instagram. Again, I'm not a professional, but I've been through it. And I like I said, I can get you into, you know, some phone numbers and you can call. And it's actually, for the step one is actually the easiest. So when you're ready for it, let someone know. You know, I'm sure that if you are still having difficulties, you know somebody who's quit. Just reach out to
Yeah,
them.
for sure.
All right. So, are you on any other shows, any other events? Did you want to shout out
Um,
your favorite
if you
featured
can,
show? And it doesn't speak English.
if I was say if you
Other
want
than
to,
mine. Other than mine. I know
oh
I'm
no,
bad.
no, no. This is actually my third one. Shout out to Emoji J for bringing me. Honestly, any more shows you got, Emoji J, just drop them. Let me know. But shout out to the show I usually am featured in, Damn Daniels, freestyles every Friday and Wednesday. Monday we do acapellos. Um, Wednesday, you know, they do the freestyles. Friday's the feature show. If you good Wednesday, you can come Friday and actually do the feature show and try to win. There's a lot of opportunities over there. If you are a freestyle artist, rapper, battle rap, anything, there's categories. So check it out. Damn Daniels. Yeah, again, shout out Emoji J. Again, Lily, thank you very much.
Thank
People
you.
say I did need to share my story, and I'm glad I got that out. You know, I feel good. I'm about to drink the rest of my coffee and enjoy my morning blunt. Y'all have a good one.
All right, hon. Thank you again. Have an amazing rest of your day. And Star, I'm going to do one of my self-care love tips and one self-care question, and then also about 2 minutes and I'll have you get in the box. RTG, you're welcome to go again. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys favorited him, okay, please. And if he
For
ever does
sure.
decide to stream, we can all bombard him and overload him with love.
For sure. Appreciate y'all.
All right, guys. So, question number one is, what have you done for yourself today? What have you done for yourself today? And in between answering these questions, you guys, shout out your favorite featured show. Give me a shout out of your guys's. I mean, other than mine. You cannot list mine. What is the other featured shows that you attend? Shout them out, guys. Let's get these featured shows known. You know what I mean? Help each other out. Help each other out. Eddie, what is his? Are you smarter than a top badge? Right? That's Eddie's, right? Jessica's meow me with kitty. Yes, yes. Mars. I mean, that's good. Yeah, are you smarter than a top badge? And you know, you've got good listeners on Sundays. What's today again? Saturday nights, 7 p.m. is Triple L's Live Laugh. Coco, I haven't seen Coco's blank out yet. I'm gonna have, when is that? All right, what have you done? What else have you guys done for yourself today? I haven't seen Groovies because it's so late at night. Emeralds is a good show too. I like hers. I think I'm gonna try to get on it in the next couple weeks or in next month or something. All right, and then my tip for you guys is, if you have anywhere that is near you with a view like this, I suggest you get your little butts there and go for a little walk and enjoy the beautiful day and get some fresh air. Get some fresh air. Yeah, I gotta check out Smurfies. I'm gonna have to check that out. All right, Star, you ready? And again, guys, welcome to Lessons Learned. I am Silly Lily, and right now we meet here every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing a time change here shortly, as my new job is going to need me on Friday mornings. And I got to put the real life first. Stupid real life and bills and adulting. Ew. Ew. But we will be doing that. And I'm just waiting for Star to let me know that she's ready, because I'm not going to put her in the box until I see that she's ready. I don't want to catch her off guard. All right, guys. Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. Thank you very much for being willing to come on my show. And I'm gonna let you jump into it, because we're at 10:42. So let's jump into it.
Okay. Little Star has a family. I guess grew up with a family of seven, so parents, two parents, yes, and four siblings. And my parents had work, and they also had like a actual little business thing going on or trying to be a part of. And so my older siblings at the time, they were like maybe 13, 14, and they had to take care of us. So the other three younger siblings, and but they took it as a time to let's go to my friend's house, let's go party. So we're like, so what do we do now?
Right?
And my brother, he's a year older than me. I think at the time he was like 9. He'll be like, well, we're hungry, so what do we do? And so he made some square eggs. He made some square eggs, and I was like, these are some strange looking eggs, but they were edible. So that was good. And then I think our neighbors knew, like, I don't know, maybe they had a sense that, I don't know, they were having a party at night, and they came over and brought us a plate. And we're like, how did they know? How did they know that we like wanted a plate or something, like that we needed
Right.
something to eat? And I just think it's something important, like when you're left by yourself or something, having that skill or to learn a skill to like cook can really help you out. Like sometimes you just have to do, like, be a little problem solver. Like things don't always go your way. Um,
So
and
did you teach yourself to cook?
huh?
Did you teach yourself to
Um,
cook?
I would watch my mom cook. Sometimes I'll get some of her tips, and sometimes I'll zone out. And so, like, yeah, you learn a little bit. Like, I don't always like. I still be burning stuff sometimes. If you're not paying attention, yeah, my beans are burnt.
Me too. I'm not gonna
Yes,
lie, me too.
yes. You kind of have to be there
I,
and watch it.
I literally burnt noodles a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yep. But
So yeah.
so what age were you? What age did you start cooking? Did you say? I'm sorry.
Probably around 9 or 10. I'm not 100% sure.
What was the first thing you made? I know you
The
said
first
your
thing that
brother
I
made
can
their eggs, but what's the first thing you
remember was probably some like a soup, like kind of like pasta, I guess, but it was more like liquidy. It was good.
made?
I don't remember how I made that, but it was good.
I
I was like, I think this
so yeah,
goes
when,
in
when
there.
I was your age, I don't think I could have made a hot dog. When
Oh,
I was that age, I just and my mom, we always, she was come home from work. We always stopped and got food, or literally our dinners when I was 9, 10 years old was hot dogs and mac and cheese, some version of hamburger helper, McDonald's, Taco Bell, or Wendy's or Burger King. You know what I mean? Pizza, um,
yeah.
fish sticks, frozen French fries, or corn dogs, and that was like that was and canned vegetables. That was our diet.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah,
my
that
mom,
really
my mom
surprises
didn't
me.
even learn to cook until she was like in her 30s. So I learned to cook at a young age, because dang it, I didn't want to eat all that
You want
box
some, and then
crud.
isn't it sad whenever your food comes out better than some of the fast food restaurants? Like I've had a raw sandwich from Popeyes before, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
damn, I could have made something better.
yeah.
What the chemicals and stuff. You're
Well,
just
and I think for me, I miss my garden, Star. I miss it so much. There's nothing like you're like, oh my god, okay, I want pasta, and you go out to the garden and you grab your tomatoes, you grab a zucchini, grab a carrot or two, whatever other vegetable you want to sneak in the sauce because the kids don't know that they've eaten eggplant and yellow squash and all these other. I've even put spinach in my pasta sauce, and they have no idea, right? And they eat it like they think it's because it's meat. It's not a vegetable, it's meat sauce. Whatever you got to call it to eat it, kids, they're still vegetables. Thank you, right? So, like with the kids, you sneak stuff in. Even like with smoothies. A quick food tip for you parents whose kids absolutely love smoothies. You can throw spinach in it and it doesn't change the taste whatsoever. Not whatsoever. It changes the color. It's green, right? So if they're used to a pink smoothie, but I made that for my kids for years, and it wasn't until one day they came around the corner and I told them it was green food dye. And so if they'd watch me make it, I would add like a drop of it, and they go, oh, and they turn around, walk away, and then I throw the spinach in there really quick, right? And and one day my kid caught me, and he's like, oh my God, that's really spinach. Yeah, but that's how I snuck my vegetables into them. So there's a cooking trick, parents.
Yeah, and it's sometimes you just like in a situation you kind of have to look at like the positive side. So you can either stay hungry or do something about it,
Right.
Learn how to do something. And that's how I look at life. Like there's some you're presented with certain situations that you're not aware, you're not ready for. You're just like, what? And I'm just like, you should just look at the bright side. Like recently, my son, I have 3 kids. Oh gosh, what was that? um, when he was born, he had brain bleeding in his head. Yeah, he had, yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? The doctors know what they're doing. It was a sad moment, but we can overcome this. Like most people would probably be like, oh, I didn't really tell too many people about it either because I was like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me, to be going like worrying, whatever. Let me just wait for it to pass, for the storm to pass. And now he's doing better. I mean, he still has, he's been through some surgeries now and been through 3 surgeries already. And he's only 10 months old. But he's thriving. He's kicking.
That's
Yeah.
a lot for a little man to go through.
Yeah, he's going through some physical therapy and he's doing good. He's really thriving.
Kids absolutely amaze me with their ability to bounce back and to take things that would anger or frustrate us as adults, to a level of like anger, frustrate us to a level of anger. And these kids are like, it's broke, it's okay, it'll be better soon. And they just move, and we're laid up on the couch with our foot elevated on whatever prescription they gave us for pain, which doesn't help, except it makes us pass out and drool on ourselves, right? I don't like the pain meds very much most times, but like kids, you give them some Tylenol and they go about their day. They bounce back so fast. Sorry, that's off topic.
You just
But that
kinda
amazing.
cheer them up, make them giggle. I'm like, okay, everything's good. I just need a mama's hug or something. Yeah.
So now that you're an adult, what is your favorite thing to cook? We'll get back on topic.
Always, I like making quesadillas. Well, I don't like so much as making. I like eating.
Me too.
Yeah, it's time consuming. There's dishes involved, Um, but I would do it like Mexican food. Like I like flauta. They're like, I guess you would call it a crispito or a taquito. It's chicken rolled in in a fried tortilla with some cheese.
Stop.
Real quick, guys, welcome to Lessons Learned. I'm Phil Lily. Thank you for the favorites, for the gifts, and all the
Cleaning up is no fun. True.
Little man mad. Little man mad. Poor guy.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's cute. Kids are amazing. I miss my daughter. I haven't seen her in almost a couple weeks now, and I'm like going crazy. I'm like, man, so I'm hearing your little one, and mine's not little, but I'm like,
You're crazy.
oh, I miss mine.
Sometimes I'm just like, do I kick the baby? No, I'm just kidding.
no.
Don't kick the
So
baby.
what do you think was the best cooking tip you got? Like, especially as a kid, like for someone learning to cook or just getting into cooking, what do you think the best advice as an adult now you give?
Don't burn yourself just automatically. You can run away. Just kidding. Just turn it down. So like instead of like throwing something into hot oil, you place it closer so you won't get burned.
There you go.
So bring him his milk.
All right. And
downstairs.
are you on any other shows coming up? Are you in any auctions or battles? What do you got
Actually
going on?
today, later today at 7, I'm with Wingo. Why are you crying? What's going on?
Push me.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I tapped you.
Stop lying.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
They
7
tend
p.m.
to act
tonight.
up
What?
whenever I'm on the stream.
Mama, stop lying.
7 p.m. tonight
Yes,
for what?
today at Wingo's Bingo at 7 Eastern
On
time.
bingo. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna tune in. If you can tonight, 7 p.m. Watch some bingo. And when do you stream? When can we catch you live?
I'm in the morning. I'm sorry. Eva, sorry.
Okay. Any
In the
any
morning.
specific days?
Specific days? No, it's just sporadic.
Sporadic mornings, guys. So if you're an early
Sporadic
bird,
mornings.
look for her.
Or really late
so-
night. I don't know. My time changes all the time.
Tend to your little one. I will let you go. But again, thank you very much for being willing to get on the show today. We appreciate you. Make sure you have favorited Star. Check her out. And mwah, thank you, Star. I was so excited when you were on. And if you missed our guest today, we had Star. She talked about how having to learn to cook at a young age. Sometimes we're faced with situations we don't necessarily know what to do. You can go, babe. So you can take care of little man. Thank you. I know little one needs you. Sorry. But she talked about how sometimes you've got to be ready to learn things that you're not ready to learn. And for her, that was cooking at a young age so she could feed her and her brother. No, babe, it's okay. It's part of the life stuff, especially when you got little ones. I get it. It is all good. And then before her, we had RTG Abet, and he talked about how living a certain lifestyle and getting yourself caught up with certain substances can lead to a life full of unfortunate mishaps. We're in accidents, until eventually it leads you to finally realizing that you're meant to be here for so much more than just that, and that's not the life you're meant to live. And sometimes the lessons can be extreme, and sometimes they're small. But for RTG, y'all, he's been through a lot. I'm still trying to process all that. But he sat there in front of us after all that, right? And then he's doing great. If that's not motivation, that you can pull yourself out of anything and then still live a happy life. I don't know. I don't know what else. That was just awesome. I don't know. Scary. The past was scary for him, for me. I think on here, I'm going to guess. Because he says he doesn't really stream a whole lot. But Jay, I'll let you do the closing out now. If you guys are looking to be on any show, whether it is a game show, a different, you know, my show, of course. Thank you for being here, you guys. If you want to be on a dating show, a cooking show, or you have any questions about shows, you can reach out to me for that. But especially Emoji J, you reach out to reach out to Emoji J, and he is an admin and he knows most of the other admins, I would assume, so he can pretty much get you hooked up with any type of show that you're looking to be on. As a host, I know that we're always looking for guests here, and so are all the other shows. So yeah, if you're looking to grow your faves and share a story, play a game, or cook something with someone, let Jay know. Favorite him on IG, isn't it? And he'll get you the hookup. Jay, say hi so that they can see you. It's Cops, oh no. And you guys, thank you so much for all of the gifts, for all the favorites, and especially for your time and for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, wow, another great show. All right, we're gonna let Jay do this. Give a few minutes to answer. Well, there was like a bunch of motorcycles coming. I didn't want to cut Jay off, man. It's not like I can be like, shh, stop. All right, you guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's episode of Lessons Learned with Silly Lily and RTG and Star. More or less, I think overall today, what I learned is we all have to face things that we might not be ready for or we might not want to do. But we need to remember that we are all able to do more than we think, more than we give ourselves credit for. So thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the favorites. And more importantly, thank you for being here. And if any of you guys are in my comments and you have not been on my show, please let me know. And we can get you on, get you lined up. Are we off the feature? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mims. He posts them on YouTube every week. Oh, I think every week. Are you supposed to? I don't look every week. I'm going to be honest. I try not to watch them. I'm going to be honest. I try not to watch them. Look at that view, y'all. Here, we're going to do this. I'm going to do a total turnaround so that I can kind of see y'all.